Welcome back, new beginners. We are New Beginnings After 40. I am Jen.
I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Lori.
This week, we are going to do a little question and answer segment. I wrote down the questions, and they haven't seen them, so they have no clue what's coming. And then we'll, start with our week first, and then do Crazy Kim's story of the week. So, Lori, tell us about your week, babe.
Well, as you know, I got to talk about F1 because that's usually my life. So let's follow up from last week. It was an utter disaster. Max Verstappen had an amazing race all the way until we had 7 laps to go, and the team made a bad decision and put him on hard tires, and everybody else went on used soft tires. And if hard tires, you cannot warm up. So first off, he dang near could have put it in a wall, but because he's a fantastic driver, he didn't. Then Charles Leclerc hit him, and he didn't go off track. Then Russell tries to go around him, and he went off track and came back on, and his team came on the radio and said, "You need to give the position back." And Max was extremely mad and was like, "No, I'm not doing that." And then the next corner, he drove into him purposely. So they gave him a 10-second penalty. He would have finished the race probably 3rd, 4th. Let's say he ended up 10th. And then they gave him 3 points against his license. So he's only 1 point away from being a race ban.
Oh my gosh.
So he cannot get in trouble for 2 more races.
So has this happened before?
So you're allowed 12 points within a calendar year. And they not calendar year, a year. And then he'll have 2 points come off at the end of June. Okay. And then the bulk of his points won't come off till like October. So if he gets a race, he's pretty much almost out of the championship fight right now because he's 39 points behind. And so we have a long season to go, but It was really awful. So it was bad. So that was that. Okay. But then, so I am, as we've talked about before, a property manager. So I had a bunch of roof work that had to be done this week or looked at we had some hailstorm on Sunday, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. So long story short, I've got a great vendor who's into F1 like I am. And so we had we talked for 30 minutes on the phone about F1 before we even talked about the roof. And then, so we kind of talked about who's our favorite people and so forth, back and forth. And then I was like, yeah, well, I watched, podcasts and then I learned this and that. And then he said, well, did you get into it from Drive to Survive? I was like, well, of course, that's what most people do. And then I started watching it live, officially 22. And then I said, my friends don't really watch it, but I do have a podcast and I'll cover a little bit of it. And one of my friends on the podcast is starting to watch Drive to Survive. So maybe she might come aboard. But either way, so we talked like 30 minutes, and then he's like, "You're not just the average fan, like, you know way much." And he's like, I'm like, "Yeah, so if you want to talk F1, we have someone to call." And then he's like, "Well, let me ask you this. What podcast were you referring to that you're watching?" And I told him. And then he said, "What's the name of yours?" And I told him. And I was like, I would love for you to join it, but you're not going to get a lot of F1 chat. Maybe in my weekly. But that's it. So anyway, we might have a new follower.
Well, that would be great. I think we're up to 60
Yay.
as of today. So, hey, it's moving up. Remember, just a week or 2 ago, we were celebrating 30.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, at least we're moving up.
Yeah. So it's not race week this week, so that's why I don't have anything out race week, because it's off week this week. So next week we'll be back.
Okay.
Awesome. What else did you do this week?
Well, I got to have lunch with my girls randomly, like a Wednesday, which was awesome. And we're going to have to do it again because we decided that was awesome. So I enjoyed that a lot. It made my day better. And then I knew that I was going to have just a couple more days before I was going to get to be with you again.
Actually, it was. It was great. Then you make some not so great choices after a nice lunch with a couple Mambo taxis.
Yeah.
Actually, it really wasn't even a bad idea because actually this is the first time that I've been to lunch with them since I left work, and I think it's been over 3 months now. So this is the first time, and I'm like, I actually enjoyed this. And then, Jen was like, hey, I want to go shopping for a dress. And I'm like, yeah, no, not into that right now. So we went to our little hole in the wall that if I ever get out of the house, I will go to. So it turned into an all-dayer. What do you think,
And
Jen?
nighter.
Oh, and nighter. Jen?
I got hurt. I stepped away from my stool to go to the ladies' room and forgot there was a dog tied behind me. So I took a step and went down hard and hurt my knee, my palm, my other knee, and my ankle. Just bam. But of course, I was freaking out, worried about the dog. I'm fine. Is the dog okay? That's all that matters because it was, his leash attached to his neck. But he was okay. His mom said it's okay. He's got a really strong neck. He's a big dog.
Yeah,
Yes.
which she had me on FaceTime when she actually, this happened, but she just forgotten about. Mm-hmm. And so I did see the whole thing happen.
I was on the other side. And I was on the phone with my friend Kelly, and I guess Jen was trying to come and tell me what happened, and I'm just like, shh, I'm on the phone. Shh.
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
All right, you'll have to wait until I'm finished with my conversation, ma'am.
Yeah, that's okay. She didn't even realize I was still on the phone.
Oh no.
So,
Then I just Larry, my husband, came up and hung out with us, and it was actually a nice night. It was outside. We sat on the patio, and then he took us home, and it was a good day.
It was a good day.
until that happened.
If I hadn't fallen, it would have been a great day. And that was nobody's fault. I just completely forgot the dog was behind me and just always in a hurry, went down hard. So
And that's when you know you're in a hole in the wall, when you go to a bar and there's dogs in there.
one of my favorite things about our place, people bring their dogs and I know their dogs and I get so excited when they walk in the door and they're excited to see me and they run up and we love on each other.
Which I asked them, I'm like, you're allowed to have dogs in
Yes.
there? And you're like, yeah, we are. I'm like, okay. That's
I'm
pretty
gonna
cool.
get a miniature pony and take it in there.
I would love that, except for I'd rather it be a miniature donkey.
Okay.
I want a donkey so bad, my boyfriend won't let me have one.
Can't you say if it's an emotional support animal, you can have it?
You sure
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
We'll go get an ostrich.
That's not going to help any of us.
I would be pecking at you. Listen here. Get off the anxiety. Pick, 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 pick.
Don't they have anxiety too, or is that a myth?
No,
They are kind of crazy.
I don't know, but when I go to the wildlife to the
Yes. Remember the one that came in your car?
yes,
That's a good
those
story.
things with their neck and it sticks out like this and it comes into my car and I've got the window halfway down and it's eating, trying to get in there and I'm just like, oh my God, how do we get away? And then they're blocking you and you can't run over them.
No?
The one time we were in your, I don't remember what car that was, but you had a sunroof. And it poked his head all the way inside the sunroof and into the car. Me and Kim were like,
Yes, and a giraffe did that.
and a
too.
giraffe did
They
that too.
always-
Yes, they came into my sunroof. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're gonna have to go take a girls' trip there. We haven't been there
To
forever.
Glen Rose?
Yeah, just to Glen Rose. That's not far.
Mm-mm.
That's fun.
Yeah, we went, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
With your daughter and your husband?
Yeah,
Girls trip.
yeah. I mean, it's just going down just to do something different. Hey, we can do that.
Beach. Or an ostrich sticking its head in your car.
Okay, listen, Linda.
That's such a hard
I
decision.
didn't say we're going
Or
to
both.
take our whole vacation there.
I'm like,
It's like a 1-day trip. One day, you just go there
girls trip.
and we come home.
Yeah.
Day trip.
Yeah, a day trip.
I still, again, would pick something else.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Noted.
Thank you for that. Jen, anything else happened for your week?
No, I was supposed to go to a hair appointment yesterday, and because of my knee and palm, I decided that I needed to go get x-rays and couldn't afford the hair and the x-rays. But then I decided I didn't need the x-rays, so now I just have bad hair.
She couldn't get another appointment.
No,
That sucks.
Oh, I know.
it's okay.
Your hair looks fine.
Thank
Your
you.
hair does look good.
So I think that's it for me. I did get my eyebrows done,
Feel
but
it good?
that's it. Wednesday with you guys. Eyebrows today. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yesterday I spent the whole day ice packs on my body.
Yeah,
Which
I
would-
told you to do.
When did you go today to get the dress for the wedding we're going to
did.
tomorrow?
I went today.
And so, as y'all will learn about me, I'm a last minute person. And
Yeah.
so I said, I'll have a lot of dresses in my closet. I'll just try on whatever tomorrow and see which one looks better on tomorrow.
See, I have
Like an hour before she leaves.
Yes,
I
exactly.
have bought a dress. It showed up in the mail. I liked it. And then I decided, no, I don't like it that much. So then I went through all the dresses in my closet, found 2 that I liked. Then decided, no, that's not going to work either. Why do I do that?
I did the same. So
And Terry said it's because you're a woman.
Well, I mean, I did that only for which we've talked about for when with my old job, going to Florida. Now I would always go
Get a whole order.
yes,
Whole
a
wardrobe.
whole wardrobe for that trip. So, hey, I don't have to do that
No.
this year. I'm not going.
I mean, we could still go to Florida.
Oh, of course we could, but
We could go on the same weekend and say hi,
oh
everybody.
my gosh, I don't think I would do that on the first year that I have
it's already
left.
that ship is already sailed because it would have been this week.
Actually, no. They
Oh, they
changed
changed
it. It's June 20. I don't know, 4th, 5th, or 6th, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And so, no, they changed it.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, we still have time. We can go.
What else happened in your week, ma'am?
Mine actually, I go through these cycles, and I know that we've talked about depression and stuff. But I go through these cycles too where I just stay in bed and I'll binge watch TV or just sleep on, off. And so Saturday I stayed in bed. Sunday I had a migraine, so I stayed in bed. Monday I stayed in bed. And then half a day Tuesday. But I had to get up and I I took my mom to her pool therapy, and then I went to the gym. And my trainer ended up calling in
Oh, of course.
as I was there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not staying. So I
You
ended up,
tried.
but I ended up going to the grocery store and went and got groceries and everything like that. But it's hard when I'm laying there and I'm in that bed for those days. My husband's like, Kim, you have to get up. You have to get up because you'll slip into that depression. So I know that, but sometimes it's really hard to force myself out of that bed. But then Wednesday, I
Did you
ended
say
up
you went to the gym because you met us for lunch, but you had been to the gym, right?
on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I changed it, went Wednesday and did a workout, and then that's when I met y'all for lunch. So and then had our fun night. So yesterday was Thursday. I went and got my hair highlighted. So
Looks good.
thank you. I just went and got blondes added to it because we're going to a friend of ours' wedding, their daughter's wedding on Saturday. So you have to go do your nails and get everything done. And then today I went and got fills for my eyelashes. And it wasn't the same place I went to get the full set. So, but I really liked. I mean, it's only today, so if I wake up tomorrow and half are gone, I can say not a great place.
Well, let me ask you a question about that.
Yeah.
Can you wash them like normal and things like that? Do you have to use a special kind of
So
soap?
So when I used to do eyelashes, I would put mascara on even afterwards. I don't know why. But this time, when I got the full set, no. I just put on a little eyeliner right there. I put no mascara on. And then I just have a little bit right here. And so what I do is that if I feel something in my eye, normally we want to rub it.
Yeah.
So now I just,
Go up,
I
yeah.
have to do this, and then I have my little brush, and then constantly do that.
What do you do when you wash your eye makeup off?
Oh, so I will take I take one of my wipes with my wash,
Yeah.
and then I'll just go like this for that area, and then I'll do my scrub for
Okay.
the other areas.
Just lightly on it.
Yeah. So like today, I needed to take a shower, and I had already had my eyelashes done, and you can't get them wet early 24 to 48 hours. So I had to sit in my shower and pull the head down, and then just sit there, and then pour the water back on my head, and then and you're just sitting there. You're okay. No water, no water.
I mean, I had to do that when I got my eyebrows. I did powder brow instead of microblading. Similar thing. It's just a different technique, I would call it. And I had to do the same. She's like, don't get them wet. I'm like, how do you wash your hair without getting your eyes?
I sat in my shower
I
and
did
just
something.
leaned
Yeah.
back. So
It's not easy.
no,
It's not easy looking pretty.
no, it's not.
I'm envious. I wish I could do them, but my eyelids are too sensitive. I can't do them. They would break
Have you
out.
tried them?
I have even done the ones where she just does the extensions, and it burns my eyes because I have psoriasis, and that's why I don't really wear eyeliner on the top. And if I do, it has to be like Clinique. That's the only one that my eyes won't break out to. So I can do mascara, but I can't do eyelashes.
What's funny is when she took the tape off from here, because they tape your, under here, and then I go to open my eyes, water's pouring out. And I'm like,
wow.
I can't see. She's like, okay, use this fan. And
Oh yeah, the little tiny fan.
So I did that, and she ended up having to take a Q-tip, and then she ended up having to rub my eye on the inside because there was some kind of like dust or something in it. So crazy.
Huh.
But yeah,
That's scary though, not
it
to be able to
was.
see for a
I
second.
couldn't see. It was so blurry, and she's like, "How do you like it?" I don't know. I can't see them.
That's awesome.
They look beautiful.
Thank you.
They
Thank
do.
you so much.
They do.
So that is pretty much my week, and then we're gonna be going to a wedding tomorrow. So yeah, that's all we got going on. Anything else from y'all too?
I will say when I went to take a shower yesterday, because I couldn't bend my leg or put weight on it when I went to get into the shower. How do you get into a shower without bending your leg or putting weight on it? I was like, well, I'll get in first no, I can't get in first. I need to lose like 50 pounds. It hurts.
It doesn't matter. I know about that. But
Yeah.
you were swollen. There's no matter of weight. It's still gonna hurt.
It was misery. And I thought I was not regretting it, but I was avoiding it. I knew I needed to take a shower, so I didn't even take one till 4, even though I got up in the morning and said I'm going to go take a shower. I just knew it was going to be awful. Couldn't use this hand, so I was just washing my hair with this hand. I was like,
well,
good times.
you made it happen.
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't shave my legs. I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
That could be a little tricky.
Yeah.
I know I shaved today, and I'm like, Kim, you know that you're going to be prickly tomorrow when you wake up.
But can you see it? There's a difference between being prickly and being able to see the stubble.
I have no idea. It depends on what dress I wear.
Yeah, but your hair is not sticking out. So
No, it was.
isn't your hair blonde anyway?
No,
it's
it's
not.
dark brown when it comes.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes out on my leg.
My stubble is so dark and it comes so fast now. I used to be able to shave twice a week. Now I shave once a week and I should shave 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Especially
I just
in the
don't
winter, you may get a shave out of me once a month.
Amen.
And that's usually when I say, girl, shave your leg.
I'm like, no, it's winter. I'm okay. I'm hibernating. Oh my gosh. All right. So you're ready to hear my story for the week?
I'm so
Sure.
ready.
I always just think about all things because, at times there's ones that I'm like, oh, well, I really don't think I can share that. Is there a statute of limitation with the law? I don't know.
I don't know either.
So, okay, so when I was 12 or 13, my best friend Addie and I, we had gone to the library. We were dropped off at the library and we were studying, and then we were, looking at books to check out and stuff like that. Well, if you go across the street in downtown Eufaula and then go around this one building, there was a Piggly Wiggly.
Oh my gosh, you had Piggly Wigglies.
We did have a Piggly Wiggly, and just when I went the other week, it wasn't that one. It got moved to further down into town.
Okay.
So we still have a Piggly Wiggly. So we didn't have any money, but we just were going to go walk around because we were bored. And so we're walking around Piggly Wiggly, and I can't even begin to tell you why Abby and I had water guns in our pockets. We both, it was the little ones. It wasn't like big ones. It was these little ones. So, so she and I was just walking around looking at stuff. And then back then, they have the little 25-cent chips that they have, in the aisles. And so I think that she got one, I got one, and we're just eating it, walking around, looking at stuff. And then I said, I guess we need to go back to the library. And so, yes, no, we didn't pay for our 25 cents. But so we got to the door, and a guy, plainclothes guy, I guess was an officer. And so he said, "Hey, we saw you eat these chips, and we need you to talk to the manager." And so we went into the little manager's office, and they took our picture.
You were posted up on the wall
We were posted
for
on the
25-cent chips.
If you see these girls
Wanted.
but anyways, so then they called the police.
For 25-cent chips?
Yes.
Well, they probably just want to make an example out of you.
So what happened is then they show up and they say, "Do you have any weapons or anything that could hurt us?" And I said, "Well, actually, officer, we have these 2 water guns on us." So pulled them out of our pockets, and he takes them. And then I said, "Okay." And then he said, "All right, well, I need y'all to get in the car." And so they put Abby in the back, and they put me in the front. And then my dear sweet Abby, she tells the guy, "Hey, can you go really, really fast and turn on your lights while we go to the police station?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Okay, but he did. He didn't go too fast, but he did turn on the lights and stuff. I don't know. We're supposed to be being taught a lesson. So then we go to the police station, and her and I are in 2 separate rooms. And the guy's questioning us or whatever and says, "Okay, I got to call your parents." And so I said, "Okay, when you call, if a woman answers, that's my mom, do not speak to her."
Ask for my dad.
I said, "Ask for John Jerome, my father." And I'm saying it's for your own benefit. Do not speak to her. Okay. What happens? My mom answers, and, "Hello, this is Eufaula Police Department. We have, your daughter in custody." And I'm like, I look at him and I said, "No, you're in trouble now." And then she is screaming, "John, John." And then like just freaking out. And I said, "I told you to ask for my dad." I don't know what the problem was. So anyway, so then her parents came and picked her up. My parents came pick me up, and I think we were grounded from each other for about 3 or 4 months.
That is a long time. I mean, it is stealing. I get that it's stealing.
But that was a lot for just 25-cent chips.
I
guess they
know.
were trying to teach you a lesson.
But
That's what it was.
it's a story that I will never forget.
Is your sign still up in the Piggly Wiggly?
I don't know.
Wanted?
Well, I see that it's moved and seen there. Haven't been there in like 100 years. But no, I didn't attempt when I went the other week to go to a Piggly Wiggly.
Well, did it stay up in there for a while after that happened?
I don't know. I mean, you can't really see into the manager's
Oh, that's a
office.
good point. You won't
But
go near.
but I do know that he did have it up in there. So
Did y'all go back in there after that?
oh yeah, because
Okay.
that's where we shop.
Yeah, it's probably the only
And
grocery
so-
store in town.
No, we had a Winn-Dixie and stuff. So, but yeah, so that is my crazy Kimberly story of the week.
She's a criminal.
Wow.
Oh, just wait till you hear some more things. I almost want to wait till my daughter's 18 just for statute of limitation.
Right?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, so Jen's got some questions that she wants to ask us. She's seen the questions. I and nor Lori have seen these questions, so this might not, just flow easily because we don't know what the questions are. So bear with us and let's see what these questions are. All right,
G
Jen.
also say, I wrote them last week and I thought they were really, really good and I've been excited all week. But then I didn't look at them again until tonight. So I'm not as excited. So I hope that they're amazing because I have been so excited all week about these questions.
Oh my God, are they boring?
It's talking points, it's questions. All right.
Okay.
If we were all in a reality show, who would get booted off the island first?
Sounds like a card game you play.
Oh my God, it is like our card game. What is that?
Well, it
Oh,
depends
yeah.
on what
Last
kind of reality
call.
show are we talking? Like just like a Love Island
Well,
or
I
like
thought
a
about that too. Should I say Big Brother? Should
Yeah,
I say
well, that-
Survivor?
survive? Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the show. You're right, but
Right.
if we were in a group of people,
Mhm.
I don't really watch the reality shows.
No, you don't.
Which one of us is going to get kicked out first?
Between us
The
three
three
or
of
us
us.
two?
Well, I
Oh,
know
well.
for a fact that if I was in Big Brother, I would not be kicked off.
Me
Okay.
neither.
I would have to say you,
Yeah, I would have to say you
Jen.
too.
Oh wow!
only because that you don't watch them.
Yeah, I wouldn't
and
know.
Lori and we watch them, and we know, we know the strategic mannerism and how they do
Yeah.
and what you do.
So
It's a lot of mental.
I'm not saying that I would end up winning. I just know I wouldn't be the first to be kicked
Same.
off.
that's a good answer.
Because it also would depend on like for example, Big Brother, which Kimberly and I both are huge fans of Big Brother.
Mhm.
So on there you've got mental stuff,
Yes.
which her and I both feel like we would go a long ways with that. Then you have physical challenges. Now I would likely not win those physical challenges. Definitely not hanging from a wall for a long period of time.
Oh no.
But I think that I think she's right. Like I feel like your social
Aspect.
anxiety
And
of
yeah.
it, you would drive you bonkers.
And you have to have the social aspect of it to get far.
That's
because if you're failing all of the physical tests,
Right.
you've got to make sure all these people like you and you don't feel like a threat. So then that
well, that it makes me think about what I was just about to ask you.
Mhm.
Wouldn't y'all be more of a threat than me?
No,
Because y'all have the strategy, y'all know what's
They
going
don't
on.
know.
they don't know that.
They
though.
don't know.
Okay, that's true.
Like if it was Survivor though, I'd probably be kicked off first because there's no way I would be able to survive eating like bugs on the ground, all that stuff. Forget it. Not
Would
happening.
you ever do Naked and Afraid?
No way.
That's an absolute
No way on earth. I would have a panic attack right there.
There was someone in our hotel the other week, and I'm just not understanding what is the purpose of being naked doing this. I
Yeah.
just don't get it. And so I think my mom or my sister said it was just the aspect of being uncomfortable, and then because that plays into it also. But I'm just like, no. But I know they cover, the areas up when you're watching.
They do when you're watching.
Yeah. when
I
you're
think you would
watching.
survive that, but
Well,
I
I've
definitely
only
would.
seen the
You would
commercial.
never go on there.
Well, and two, I was thinking about this is like on Big Brother, like if you do go far, you're literally away from the whole outside world for like 3 months. I mean, I'm talking no social media. I'm talking no contact with your family other than they might send you a video or a letter. Like no outside contact other than the people in the house that you've met.
Man, that would be really hard.
Well, and if you make friends in the house and you've got alliances and you got good things going on, then you're not going to have a miserable summer. But if you are on the opposite side of that spectrum, it can be very mentally exhausting.
But we couldn't have our relationship with but like
Well, no,
the guy.
but there's lots of people when they're married now.
Oh, I know, but it's so funny when you do get in
Right.
with someone like
showman.
that, a showman.
Yeah.
Because then you can, you really get that chance to move far. But definitely what you were saying, Survivor.
Yeah, that would be harder to me. I don't think I could do Survivor.
Nah, no. The one, oh my gosh, what was it? Amazing Race.
But yeah, Amazing Race would be hard too, though.
It is hard, but I've always wanted to do
Yeah.
that. And so, yes, because you'd have to have at least one person who was directionally challenged, and then the other one is smart on some other level.
Yeah,
but
they gotta work together.
you can't take anyone who is directionally challenged.
So in that case, Jen would be kicked off.
First one kicked off at what, 2 shows? 3
Yeah.
shows?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know you don't watch reality shows, but what do you think? What do you think you would be good at?
Oh, I would be good at Family Feud
Okay.
or Wheel of Fortune.
So game shows.
yeah,
Okay, so you're saying that you're going to be great at game shows,
game shows.
and that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, let me tell you, I would suck at game shows.
Oh, it's okay. I'll go on the game shows with you
Yeah.
because I love game shows. And so, all right. Hit us with your second question.
Ready for the second question?
Oh
ready.
God.
If our friendship were a movie, what would the title be and who would play us?
Okay, wait, say that again.
If our friendship, the three of us, were a movie,
Okay.
what would the title of our movie be and who would play us?
Oh, that's difficult. Beaches, and then I'd be dying.
Beginnings after 40, but who would play us?
Oh.
Oh, are you saying like we make a
Which-
movie out of this?
Okay,
Out of us, which actress would play you guys?
I would want Jennifer Garner. Just,
That would be really good for you.
Yeah.
That is an excellent
I
answer.
love her. Oh my gosh, I really don't know.
Reese Witherspoon.
Oh,
Oh,
she's
that
so
would be
much
good.
prettier than me, but I would take her.
She would be
But,
great.
but she has that southern accent too.
Yeah, you
that,
got a southern
that would
accent.
be me.
Yeah, like
So-
she's, that Sweet Home Alabama.
Yes, and I may have said it last time, but I videoed on the strip to where when she was coming into Alabama, they filmed it on the street in Eufaula.
Oh, they did. No, you didn't say that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
said it in the video.
Oh,
you
I
sent
said it in
me.
the video.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Well, then definitely Reese Witherspoon.
Reese
yeah.
Witherspoon.
So-
Okay, so we got to have
Okay,
a Jen.
that'd be a good
What about
one.
you?
I would probably say maybe Drew Barrymore.
Oh, perfect.
I love
Absolutely.
Drew Barrymore too. Oh my gosh.
And so the
She's
New
so
Beginnings
funny.
After 40 would be a great,
Like
well,
all of
that's-
our.
Okay, so what's the one? What's the one with Tom Brady? Brady over 50.
Oh, no,
80 for Brady.
for Brady.
So we would be like New Beginnings After 40, but we would have those characters.
I got an 80 for Brady. It was so freaking cute.
Okay, it was, and I felt like that would be us. And then
In
we
40
just,
years.
we'd be that and doing it into a like a home where we're all together.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. I don't know.
So can you
So-
start writing the script, Jen?
It's churning already.
Oh my
I'm getting
gosh!
excited.
and then we have to send it to my Reese,
Yes.
Drew,
Yeah.
and
Well,
Jennifer.
okay, so
That'd be great.
not that I'm going to pivot back to Formula One, but I am just for a second. So, F1 Academy, Jen. So F1 Academy is the academy. They're trying to get girls into Formula One seats in case you aren't familiar with Formula One. And so one of the main girls, Susie Wolf, is over that. And Reese Witherspoon is a part of it too.
Really?
Yes.
I heard that.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
no.
probably from you, but I know it's in my brain.
So I think she'd be all about a girl show.
yeah.
But is it going to go back and talk about our lives each, like where we all met?
I don't know, that's up to the
kinda,
writer.
So do we need
you know?
younger versions to play us as well?
Oh.
I don't even know who.
That's way thinking.
But no, not, we'll say
No.
in our 20s. Well,
I wouldn't go that
20s,
far.
30s.
No, because it should be like in our where we are right now.
We should be now.
Yeah,
But-
in the now.
But we can have the flashbacks to the bad things because you got to have the bad things.
Okay,
in
then you
the
would have to have the
movie.
younger versions. So now we're going to think of the younger version.
Oh,
I'm watching Jenny and Georgia, the new
yeah.
season.
I haven't watched it yet, but I
I'm
did
on-
like the first. Is it on the third one now?
Yeah, it's on the third one. And so I like how they flash back.
Yeah.
And that girl is just perfect younger version.
They did that. You watched This Is Us, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
They did that a lot.
they did.
I don't like though when they flash back too much because then like This Is Us would very confusing at times because they would go so far back and then you'd be like, we're just going. So I don't want to go that far. Like it have to be intermittent flashes and not like an entire episode, nothing but like you don't know where it's going. Does that make
Right.
sense?
It's kind of like Yellow Jackets.
I haven't watched it yet, so don't tell me.
Flashback. I won't say anything, but they did a great job on
Isn't
the
it?
younger and older versions.
Because of where. That's
Okay.
actually what I was gonna say was Yellow Jackets had perfect.
So
back
we'll
and
think
forth.
about that. We're going to stop on this question, but before next week, we'll let you know who our younger actresses will be to play us in our movie.
Yeah, and you're the writer, so you'll be the script writing.
I'll be working on our script.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And then we got to go and sell it to be made.
Not a problem.
All right, we got this.
We got 60 followers on the podcast.
What?
We have 16.
All right, one of you 60 can get us hooked up in Hollywood. All right, what's your
All right.
third question?
So my last three are all the future us
Okay.
when we're 80.
Okay.
So what will we still argue about at 80 that we argued about in our 30s?
That Lori still will not shut up. She still talks and talks.
Did you say Lori or Lorraine?
She
Lori.
did say Lorraine.
Oh.
We're talking about us. I'll say, oh my God, Lori, stop talking and listen. That'll still be when we're 80.
Okay.
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 All right, what you got?
Quit bossing us around.
She'll still be bossing us around. No, we're going to bingo.
Yes. And you will go. And come on. And then even sometimes I'll say, I'll pay for you. Let's go. Let's go.
We have this running. I have to bring this up because we have this running. Kimberly, like she keeps sending us like pictures of coffins and she's like, this will be me. And it's like rolling down the hill without a person carrying it. Cause and I'd always laugh and tell her, you're right. Cause I'm broken everywhere. I wouldn't be able to hold up a coffin. And Jen over here is the only one that's capable of that.
One arm. I got you, girl.
Yeah.
There's those memes that say, what 6 people would carry you? And then it would show like 1 or 2 trying, and then you're fumbling down the road.
I think that might be reality.
That would be a reality. And I love the ones where it's the coffin, and then let's say that Jen or Lori is leaning over and recording, going, oh my God. Who did your makeup? What? Oh my God. Do you see Julie sitting over there? Do you see what she's wearing? Oh my God. And then let's fix this hair. Oh no, this is not you. You will not be happy. And I told your husband to not play this song. I told him what to play.
We send those to each other all the time.
Oh my God. Listen, I may be dead, but I would love y'all to make a TikTok video of me. I mean, you don't have to show me actually dead in the coffin, but kind of just looking up at yourself saying those things.
Yeah, I got you.
Well,
What would you like?
Do you want me to do it at your funeral?
yes, because you might still. I mean, my time clock could be 68 for that matter.
Oh, stop. Y'all are so morbid.
What?
Well, my dad died at 68. My dad's mom died at 68. Now, thankfully, my mom is almost 74, and she's adopted, so we don't know her past. So let's hope
Right.
I'm on that side.
That's
No, that's
leaning towards your mom.
Listen, we're gonna keep you young. You're gonna,
Yeah.
you're gonna be
Every time I
around.
already have I'm already an 80-year-old body physically.
We're all 80-year-old bodies.
Yes, we
I've
are.
said that. My body, my mind, 14-year-old boy, no problem.
But we have to survive to the place that we can be
Immature.
in a home together.
Oh no, we are gonna be at home together.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know.
Oh no, I don't. I want to go to one of those, even if it's the seniors after 55, 60, or whatever.
I'll still be working then. I won't be Larry.
Okay,
No.
I don't know, but all I can tell y'all is that we all three have to be together.
We do.
Yes, agreed.
And we have to have all that fun, and we're going to bingo night. We're going
Pool
to
time.
charades, pool
Therapy, pool therapy.
Yes. We're all, hey, we got this.
Yeah, like on Landman, we'll be going on full trips to the
they
strip
went
bar.
on to the strip club. And, oh my God, that was
We're
so
gonna have
funny.
fun.
We are gonna have fun. I mean, I don't want to jump to that.
Not yet.
No.
Not ready.
Not ready yet, but we are. We have a great future to look toward.
That kind of leans towards one of my questions.
All right,
Okay,
let's
well
go to
then
the
go
next
for it.
one.
What is our retirement home squad name?
We're gonna have
Oh.
a squad.
We are the squad, babe.
Okay, well, it's not gonna be
It's not gonna be
new beginnings after 40 because
Yeah.
it's definitely
Oh, we're gonna be 80, and then it's like
New beginnings after 80.
we're new beginnings. After 40.
we got 70.
What's up after 40 at 80 though?
Maybe then we'll have 100 subscribers.
We might be famous in 40
We
years.
might get to 140 years. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, we are going to celebrate and go to Vegas.
We're going to Vegas.
True, the strip joint. We'll go
Well,
straight to Vegas.
Makes me think I need to find
Okay,
our
so what's gonna
old
be our squad name?
practices too.
Okay, so
I don't think it should be
Squad
new.
name.
well, you know how people like couples, they put their names together
Yes.
and mesh them together.
Oh, yeah.
That's what people do. So, all right, we've got Kimberly, Lori, Jen.
Yeah, but we go in the order of the calligraphy.
JKL.
JKL.
JKL. I love that. I'm J.
And I'm Kay because I'm always in the middle.
So why don't we just call it JKL?
JKL.
Gosh, it's so funny. Even on this podcast, they haven't said it on here. We always talk about it afterwards, but they will always say, "Oh, because Kim's in the middle."
She has to be in the middle on every picture in this podcast.
Yes, and I did. Don't get me wrong. I asked that I would trade with her, and I would trade with her. I mean, I said I would, but they said no. But yeah, in pictures, I have to be in the middle. I don't know why it is, but
I've got our name.
What?
Kim's Squad.
all right, so we're changing this name from New Beginnings After 40 to the Kimberly Podcast.
Featuring Jen and Lori.
Featuring Jen and Lori.
Mhm.
So that's what we're really going to be called because it's all about me.
I feel like we would probably get a lot more followers. And then I'd be so dang mad. But at least it's still featuring Jen and Lori.
That's true.
I mean, that's good stuff. We're good guest stars.
All
We are
right,
good
so
guessers.
it's going to be JKL and then or Kimberly's Posse featuring Jen and Lori.
Okay.
I actually dig that a lot.
I really do too.
That's too big to fit on the back of a shirt.
Oh,
Kimberly's Posse
no.
featuring Jen and Lori.
we'll do it until like this. So Kimberly's
we'll be fine.
Posse.
Featuring Kim and Lori.
No,
Jen.
Jen and Lori.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing.
Please be part of your Posse.
I don't know. I am no better than her or her,
We're
but
not saying that you are.
No.
but I'm not, and so I don't know. I think in pictures because usually it's me holding the phone, so I always like get in the middle. So.
No, that's not the excuse.
Dang.
Because I've taken a picture before and you got to be in the middle. And you can't say it's because you're shortest because I'm the same height as you.
Okay, I just like to be in the middle.
Yes. She just
Yeah.
likes to be in the middle. Let's just
All
say
right, very cool. What's your
Okay.
next question?
Last question. Okay. Which one of us will insist we can still dance and then pull something trying?
Wait. Say that one more time.
Which one of us will insist that we can still dance and then pull something trying?
Oh, that's Jen. You literally did that.
Oh,
Well, she
I
would-
think it's me.
I mean, it's one of us for sure.
Yeah.
It's both of us for sure.
I mean, yeah.
You might.
No, because I don't go crazy when I'm dancing. I mean, I can dance, but
I mean, we're out there going like this.
Yeah,
We're
I
not
ain't
trying
gonna
to do
do
the
no-
break dance.
Yeah, but when we're 80.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, 80?
We do still insist we can do stuff we did when we were 40. I mean, 20. So when we're 80, will we say, I can still do that? And
Oh,
then,
I will
well-
always try. I will
Yeah, I know.
always try.
okay. Well, we got to tell you this because So last weekend, I went with Jen to her niece's dance recital. And while we were there, we decided that we were going to take adult dance classes. And then I was like, Kimberly would do that for us.
Yeah.
Wait, are
Absolutely.
we talking about the pole dancing?
No. Like jazz.
We're gonna be at
Or actually, hip hop is what we're going to do. Hip hop. Pole dancing. We were at her niece's dance recital. How'd you go with pole dancing?
we're gonna have a recital. I told my niece when she
Yes.
was done with hers.
Well, you
that
said
we
you
were
didn't
gonna
want to do
join,
recitals.
and then she was gonna come to my recital next.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna do it
Because when we were there, they had a whole crew of like our age
Adults.
women up
Yeah,
there.
they did.
So they have adult dance classes. So my high school alumni, she owns a dance studio locally in Fort Worth. So I looked up their schedule. It looks like in the summer they don't really have the adult classes, but we definitely have them start the fall, which is August.
Okay.
I
So
wanna
we
do
want to
this
do it.
hip-hop.
We want to do the hip hop class. So back to your point, if we do the adult dance classes, then by the time we get to 80s, we might actually do okay.
There you go.
We decided that first off, we would give us something to do once a week.
Okay.
Also talk about it on the podcast.
Okay.
And there are probably going to be some hilarious moments in there.
Can we still do the pole dancing?
No, I would
Yes.
definitely hurt myself on the pole.
What?
I mean, just one time, like
No, I'm
just a
saying
lesson.
they just make you move on it and stuff.
I could still get hurt.
Oh
I
my
have to do
god.
belly dancing.
You're
We're gonna have to
flexible.
do all the dancing. Yeah, she is flexible.
She's flexible. We're not flexible. Like
I can't put my whole leg up
Yes,
on that
you can.
pole. I can maybe get it halfway on
Look,
that
I
pole
think
and
you put it
then
up against this wall.
Ow.
You certainly can put your leg up on the pole.
Okay, all I'm telling y'all is this. I am good with this.
Okay, good.
But
What?
I'm saying that every year we have to do something different.
Okay,
and
we'll
try.
sign up for you.
I don't care if we fall and bust or
Yeah.
whatever.
No, we already decided we were going to do it. And then I was like, Kimberly totally would do it because she loves dance too. So we thought that would be a great thing for us to do.
No,
So we're totally doing it.
I like that. I will do that. You know, as I get older, we'll say, for instance, like going on a, like for me, if you're say, okay, you're going to go somewhere for the next 4 days, I would totally choose Broken Bow to go to a cabin and then have a little hot tub out there, the fireplace, and just out in the wilderness. I just love that type of stuff. You know, could I live there? I think for a little bit, but I'd probably get bored. But that's the type of stuff I'm loving. When I used to say, let's go to Cancun, let's go party, 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 party.
I didn't say we were going to party. I just like to be at a beach and not in woods.
Oh my gosh, we're leaving you home.
Well, how do we get from dancing to Broken Bow?
We're going to Broken Bow.
Maybe you were trying to go with like trying new things. I don't know
Yeah.
where you're going with
Well,
Broken
I
Bow.
don't know. Maybe
Apparently, you want to go to Broken Bow.
I want to go with Broken
Apparently,
Bow.
we need to put that on the girls' trip.
Well,
Yeah.
and they now have built an actual casino
Yes, they have.
in Broken Bow. So when I went in March, got a cabin and everything, and then went to the casino and had a great time.
Again, not sure why dance classes led to that conversation, but
I
okay.
have no idea either,
Brain fog.
but I want to go to Broken Bow.
Okay, we'll put that on the list.
And go to dance classes and
Yes.
pole dancing.
Okay. All right. Is that your last question?
That was my
That
last
was
question.
actually a really good question.
Thank you. I was really nervous. I was.
Oh my gosh.
I was excited, but then nervous.
Okay, don't be nervous.
Second guess
Why?
myself.
Why? Those were great questions.
Thank you. I second guess myself all the time.
Don't
So-
ever second guess yourself. You're good.
Okay.
So I think that I was talking to both of you, I believe, and I was like trying to come up with
Oh, was that
different-
lunch on
Oh.
Wednesday?
Oh yeah, I was coming up with different topics to talk about, and I think that one of the topics that we definitely should talk about was
Yeah,
my
you
glasses. One of them, it says the confidence hits different now. How your, and it says IDGAF. I don't give a
Mm-hmm.
flip.
Mm-hmm. Change.
Energy grows with age.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that'll be
as-
next week's topic.
as I really thought about it, and I'm like, oh my God, you're so right. I truly don't give a crap anymore. I'm like, if that's what I want to do, that's
Yeah.
what I want to do.
So we'll cover that next week. That's a great topic.
That is a great topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do that next week. And just remember, please subscribe. I know I'm just going to get a sign that says subscribe, subscribe. I mean, we love watching those numbers grow. I mean,
We get excited.
we get excited, and I probably look at it 2,000 times a day. But you know what? We've moved, and I love seeing it. I'm like, my next goal is 100. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're at 60, we get to 100, and hey, we're gonna go to Vegas.
We'll do a live episode from Vegas
Oh my God.
for our
That'd be fun.
100th episode.
100th episode.
Sorry,
100 followers.
followers.
This is
Might be at the same time.
might be- Okay,
100 over
she
100.
might be true.
You might be right.
Because this is episode number 11, y'all.
And we have 60. So that's a good point. So I will lead with that with thank you for those who have provided some comments.
Yes.
Keep them coming because we would like to eventually have a maybe question
Q&A.
Q&A type of thing. So keep them coming. Keep putting them out there.
Yes.
And that way we can answer some of your questions.
Absolutely. And just know that every day is a new beginning.
Every day is a new beginning.
Every day is a new beginning.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, guys.